All right, let's check this clip out together. This is from Fraser Brooks, how to get 400 new team members in 24 hours. I'm already against this based off of the title. If you're new in the network marketing industry, my name is Dominic Izzo. I'm a network marketing professional. I'm a retired police officer. I have a massive passion for the network marketing space and changing the industry. It's got some of the most negative connotations, horrible reputations, insane stories of just manipulation and cult-like behavior, and we need to change it. It's sales. It's selling a product or a service. It's recruiting others to do the same thing. And integrity is the most important thing we have in this business. And without that, we continue to be scumbag shysters. Again, I will single these people out because the way that I was taught 12 years ago, sadly, was this way. It was the manipulation. It was the flashy words. It didn't have integrity behind it. It didn't have sales training behind it. It didn't have the necessary skills to say, yeah, this is a reality. I'm trying to get your business. I want to be able to recruit you. There's so much we need to change. And by having full transparency, never lying, and having the key word, the foundation of integrity behind everything we do, we will continue to fail, and we're not going to let that happen. We need to change. How to get 400 new team members in 24 hours. Already, I'm cringing reading the title because I picture the new desperate person who got involved in network marketing. Because let's not mince words. Most of the people who are targeted in the network marketing space have zero experience in sales. They're desperate for their bills to be paid. Hey, do you know anybody who has a job? And I got to do this. And then the recruiter usually, and there's no governing body over this. So for lack of a better word, I want to choke people out who are like, all you got to do is get 2 people and you're going to make $200,000 in your first 2 weeks. I hate that. It's vile. It's evil. And it's disgusting. We have no basis of standard. And I've spoken many times in my content. I believe that the basis of standard needs to be you are able for 12 months to sustain post your covering of whatever product you're on, because in the network marketing space, for the most part, you're responsible for buying a product every month to be a member of your own team. After that purchase, if you profit, a car payment a month, grocery bills, rent or a mortgage, your utilities, and you can sustain that for a year, I think this would be the standards that I would do if I ruled the world of network marketing. I would think that then you're responsible or able to run a team. I really would. And that's the standard I would make things if I had the way. Because until then, we know what we do in network marketing. We recruit people. Just go get 2 people. Get them on the phone with me. And then we leave them off to their own devices. 2 weeks, 2 months go by, and they quit, and then they claim it's a scam. And that's because you failed. You didn't train them the right way because you weren't trained the right way. So this entire channel is dedicated to training you the right way. I don't care what team you're with. I don't care if you're with Avon, Melaleuca, Amway, Herbalife. I don't care who you're with. I want to change this industry. And it starts from you knowing how to serve others first, because we have a business. Doesn't matter if you're an independent contractor in the network marketing space. Business is simply about solving problems for other people. That's what we do in this business. So let's listen to what he has to say and see if Fraser Brooks is teaching you how to achieve success in your network marketing business, selling more product, selling more service, recruiting more team members to do the same by solving the problems of other people and serving them. Let's listen.
Hey legend, Fraser Brooks here, and in this video I want to share with you a hack for you to be able to build a huge new team in a very, very short space of time. And in fact, this hack that I'm going to share with you, I kind of found out, I realized, I came across, and it allowed me to build a team of over 400 people in a market I had no idea what the language was in 24 hours. Now I know, it sounds ridiculous, it sounds wild, but let me tell you the backstory. So, in 2011, I think, I watched a movie called Boiler Room. Now, Boiler Room, it has actors like Vin Diesel, Ben Affleck. There are a few other legendary actors. Just, it feels like they were like kids when they did it, right? It was like maybe one of their first movies. Definitely not the first movies, but like very early days, right? You'll notice when you watch it. And in that movie, they're in this like boiler room, right? So there's this big office floor. And they're selling like these stocks that technically don't really exist. But in order to get people encouraged and excited, they kind of created the fear of missing out. And by doing that, there would be like a scene where they would get someone on the line or on the hook and they're like, oh, I don't know. Hey, let me just show to you how crazy this is going. They put the speakerphone on and everyone would be like, whoa. And I thought, wow, what if I could generate that same environment and that same atmosphere in my team? So, and by the way, like, you're not gonna need many people to do this in your team. And hey, you can do it on your own to start with, all right? So, and like with cross-line, sideline, up-line, whatever. So what I did is I got a few people around to the house. It was 6 people, me and my dad. And my dad was my up-line. And we would get everyone around and we would have 2 hours, right? For 2 hours, you're gonna do one activity. Now, it feels like a long time to do one activity, but the idea of it is it pushes you out your comfort zone and it exposes a lot, like a lot. So, one activity is to invite people to a presentation that we're gonna do online. I think we were using like GoToWebinar or something back then as well. We're gonna do a meeting online and all you're gonna do is invite. Now, every time you invite someone and you get someone to say, yeah, sure, I'll attend, stand up, pick up the bell in the middle. We had like a brass bell. Ding, 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 ding. Get the pen and put a 1 next to your name. Anyway, so the team start doing it. It starts really slowly and awkwardly. Some people are messaging people on Skype and some people are phoning people and some people are texting people. And within 2 hours, we'd invited or we've got over in between 80 and 90 confirmations for the presentation. And it worked so well that I ended up doing that and like did it like 5 days in a row, like a 5-day blitz, and 10 days in a row, 10-day blitz, 30 days in a row, 30-day blitz. And then I ended up doing like 3 by 30 is what I called it. It was 3 30-day runs with like a 2 or 3 day gap in between each one, just so we could get like the new people who joined in the first 30 days in the second 30 days and so on, right? And it worked tremendously. So in 2014, maybe it was 2014, wow, 11 years ago, that's crazy. 2014, my team started to grow in a country called Kazakhstan. Now, if you've ever heard of the country Kazakhstan, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe you've heard of it because of the movie Borat, or maybe you've visited there. It's a very beautiful country, very, very, very beautiful country. I believe the largest landlocked country in the world, right? It's something like that, okay? So anyway, so I go over there and we have a team of 8 people. Right? It's not a big team. We have 8 people and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and they're all asking me like to do a training. And I'm exhausted. I've traveled from the UK over to Moscow down to Kazakhstan. We're in the capital, Astana. So we're in Astana and they're like training. And I'm like, you know what? I'll do a training as long as we do a presentation at 9. At 9, right? We're going to do a presentation at 9. Long story short, that presentation I thought was going to be at 9 a.m. Sorry, at 9 p.m., it actually was at 9 a.m. Now, at 9 p.m., we had 400 people in the ballroom. From 8 people in the team, there were 400 people in the hotel ballroom, of which 340 of them were guests, and close to 300 of them joined. I'd only been in the country by that time for like something daft like 18 hours or maybe even 17 hours, because we focused on one activity for pretty much the entire day. And today it still blows my mind because that organization that started with 8 and then ended up being like 400 plus people in like 24 hours as they all trickled in after and they got started and they got launched, ended up with over 120,000 customers in 13 months after that trip. Crazy. It's crazy what's possible, but people are so distracted and so focused by having multiple things. Learn the basics, do the basics, teach the basics. That's all you need to do. No.
That's shit. I wouldn't do a fucking thing he just said. This is the problem with the network marketing. He just herded cattle. That's all he did. He manipulated people who were in a position of listening to the flash and lure. Right, the cat point laser. How many people out of those 300 who signed up or 400 who signed up did he actually sit there, stick around, train, pour into? And maybe he did. I don't know. Can you do this? Can you duplicate what Fraser Brooks just did? What he should have said is how to scale it then to meet your needs. And that needs to be like 2 people. so that maybe out of those two people, one person join. I can't say this strong enough. I can't. It's all meant to have you listen to those numbers. 120,000 customers. This is great. They're all transactional. How many of those were repeat businesses, right? Meaning that you had 120,000 people. How many of those 120,000 were like one person who ordered 12 times that year, or 12 people who ordered once and that was it, and then all left and said, oh my God, this is a scam? What's the ratio of success out of all those people? What destruction are you laying in your path by not properly setting people up for success? And Fraser's organization, maybe they do things awesome, but the problem is, can you? And this is who you go to listen to for training and advice? Why do we always go to the loudest person with the mic on the stage who's got the highest level of energy and, oh, you got to do this and this, when it doesn't make any sense because 90% of you can't do what they do. And the only reason you go listen is because you're captivated. The charisma, the salesmanship. I keep telling you this a million times over. They're, for the most part, if you have a team of 100 people, I want to say, based on the law of averages and based on the numbers, 10 are going to be amazing salespersons, incredible salespersons. If you want a true, successful, profitable network marketing system, those 10 need to be the one who sell for the entire team. The rest of them, those are the ones that you need to work on this, on finding what their skill sets are at. Maybe you got people who have the organizational skills, scheduling skills, those who can introduce and bridge the gap and set you up on calls and whatnot. But you need to be the ones who sell for everyone. I can't stand this. It's a reward behavior of team. My upline doesn't get it. I love her to death. I love my upline. I've known her for 12 years. Phenomenal woman, close personal friend. We don't talk for a while because I need her for certain things in the business. I don't need her to sell. I don't need to pitch. I do not do third-party calls, right? It's not like, hey, let me connect you with so-and-so, and then I mute myself out. And she still does not get the conventional way, doesn't motivate me. Hey, it's the end of the month. Let's see if we can close you out in this. That doesn't motivate me. Does nothing for me. I don't operate that way. I have a very specific way of how I actually function, very high speed, low drag, and that's not it. But most people out there, the network marketing space attracts the desperate. The desperate will do this, and they'll be part of a team. The problem is then, now it's a duplication. This worked for Fraser because he Pied Pipered people. But when those people do not have the same level of charisma that he does, how can they duplicate that? And all you're going to be left is with legacy and legend of, my upline got 400 people in one day. 400 people in one day. You can too. No, the 1%er is going to come along. Guys, I have a seething level of contemptible hatred for the way that the network marketing industry sells itself. It's very simple. Whatever your product or service is, you need to become a complete expert on it, believe in it, love it, and then go advocate it to other people. And I've got tons of content on here which will talk to you about how to serve others, how to cold call, how to bridge the gap, how to wind up introducing yourself so that it doesn't feel like you're so pitchy and closey, but you will be pitchy and closey and selling. But this faux entertainment, there was only one Jesse Lee Ward and there will never be another. There's only one Fraser Brooks. I don't want to be Fraser Brooks. This industry is led. It's led by people who are loud and charismatic. They're the ones who are successful. You could have all the sales skills in the world. You could have all the recruiting skills in the world, all this. If you don't have charisma, right now in network marketing, you will never survive. They don't teach that. Nobody's teaching about pattern and voice inflection when you're speaking. Nobody's telling you, go listen to storytellers and listen how they speak. Go listen to stand-up comedians and listen how they speak. Listen to somebody give a story. I don't want to use him as an example. Bill Cosby, did an album, I believe it was in the late 70s, early 80s, called 300 Miles an Hour. And the B-side was a 30-minute, I remember listening to this as a kid all the time. It was about when he got a Cobra. He got a Cobra car, right? The Shelby Cobra. And it was one long bit, 30 minutes. That was story, and it delivered a punchline at the end. That's the cadence in selling and pitching that nobody's teaching. That's the storytelling, the captivating. Nobody does this. We just got a group of people. There were 4 of us in a room, and we did high activity. We rang a bell. Good luck trying to get people to do that. They don't care. This has to change. You personally, you will not get 400 people in one day. And if you did, you will fail because you cannot give them your attention individually unless you have 400 people that you can spend a month with. That's your job. All of you. Here's lodging, here's room, here's board for the next month. All of us are going to be in the big, giant auditorium classroom setting nonstop, and we're going to be educating over and over and over again for 8 hours a day, and I will give you myself to ask questions, and we can answer those questions to make sure you're successful in this business. You're not going to do it. The weekend seminars don't work. The rallies don't work. The industry has a high negative quit rate, not failure rate, quit rate because of garbage like this. We need to change this. There's my number, 708-982-0974. Get a hold of me, 708-982-0974. This works for Fraser. It works for some of the higher ups because people want to be around them, not you. So this is the easiest way to do it. I'm going to tell you right now, you want to change your network marketing business, find a way to serve other people, one person at a time. And they will want to be around you because you're actually taking care of them and you're helping them. That's how you build your network marketing business. It's also how you build yourself with your character and integrity as well, too. I disagree with this. I oppose this vehemently. If I could do anything to help you, I don't care who you're with, Herbalife, Amway, Avon. I don't give a crap who you're with. I want to change this industry. It is sales. It is recruiting. It is integrity. It is nothing more. Guys, have a great damn day, and I'll see you on the next video.